everyone, welcome to the demo scene for the Skeleton Warrior Pack PBR. This is the latest character in our series, and I like him. Some various lighting setups so you can see what this looks like under different conditions. We're going to stick with the daytime lighting as usual. Let's just get this rotation right here. So we've got the skeleton here. I'm going to start with some animations. I'm very happy with, this one not working. Okay, I'm very happy with this character. So let's do the locomotion. We've got this walk forward here. Really nice walk forward. Now this character does come in both generic and Alright, so we've got the walk animation here. This is a really cool walk. I'm really a big fan of it. I like the way the skeleton looks as he's walking. And we also have the walk backwards. Similar look, but a little bit more cautious. And then we've got the various attacks. We've got 4 attacks here. Let me just swing back there. Stop the... It's supposed to stop the locomotion. It's fine, we'll just keep walking. Attack 1, attack 2, stab forward. Attack 3 with the bash of the shield, and attack 4, this little loop around swipe. You can block, do a quick block there. You of course can get hit. Idle break. He's got taunt animation. And his normal death animation. And then he's got these collapse and reassemble. Let me show you those in just a minute when we get done with the wardrobe, because they don't really work with all the armor on. It works with the helmet, it works with the sword and the shield. All the other stuff doesn't quite look as realistic due to the logistics of armor. And so we're going to have... we're going to show that in just a second, but let's go through the texture set. So all of the textures are made in Substance Painter, and you do have access to the Painter source files from infinitypbr.com. But I do include 3 sets all together. So this is set 1 right here, and we've got Sword 2, Shield 2, Helmet 2, and Armor 2. And then Sword 3, Armor 3, Helmet 3, and Shield 3. So there are 3 different sets that you can work with right away. Just drag and drop and put these on. Or you can load up the Painter file and customize it as you see fit. There's a lot of options there. We also have different skeleton presets. But first, let me just take off some of these armor pieces. Some of these are actually more separated than it looks like here, but I always want to give the options to do more looks than you otherwise would be able to do. And so you can turn these on and off. Alright, so we'll turn the helmet off as well. So now we've got a basic skeleton with just a sword and a shield. And so now we've got this basic skeleton, this more stylized look. You can see it's a little more shiny. Looks like more something in a college classroom or something now. We got this black bone, red bone, and a silver bone, metal teeth. You can see right there. And then we've got the blend shapes. So this works on all the clothing as well. So I'll bring that on for a quick second. And then we'll just randomize these. Now the blend shapes are something you can customize. These are some presets that work pretty well together, so that as long as you randomize it, you won't get any ugly looks for the most part. You're just going to get some random looks. And let's go back to the first armor set. So you can just see that every time perhaps you instantiate a skeleton, you can give a slightly different look. If we go back to taking off most of the wardrobe, you can see there is some changes with the face. The only shapes on the body itself are actually the face, so you can get some pretty unique skeletons, some less realistic than others. And you can reset back to the standard skeleton, which is a human. Now let's check out these animations. So this is the collapse animation. If you have the Bone Dragon Pack PBR, then you might recognize that's very similar. And Reassemble 2 will reassemble from this position back to the full skeleton. Reassemble 1, on the other hand, is a slightly different look. So we'll bring it down. Ignore this. This is actually the transition. I moved the time scale down really low. So this is the transition between idle and the start of Reassemble 1, which would never actually happen in a game. So it starts here with the shield up. This one does Reassemble 1, and it comes up like that. So it's a slightly different reassemble, but they're both the same for the most part. The other thing I want to show you, we'll show some locomotion with the bones only. The only other thing I want to show you is the structure of the model itself. So that's all here under skeleton. Each one of these bones, or many of the bones, are actually separated out. So you do have the chance of making more customizations by removing some of the bones, maybe changing the color of some of the bones, etc., because they each have their own material there. You could even go so far as to remove individual teeth to make some different looks there. So there's a lot you can do with the skeleton warrior pack. Thanks, have a great day.